Yo, what is up, YouTube? So today we are going to be talking about should you pull for Agnes Digital Ikuno Dictus or the SR Fine Motion. This is a Guts card. This is a Power card. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Remember to like and sub if this was helpful to you. Use code MAMBO for 10% off your gamer subs. Let's get into it. So we have first the Agnes Digital, the Uma stand. Okay, pretty much. Agnes Digital. It's interesting they don't show you in this graphic her innate skills, but she has one of the abilities that a lot of people are talking about these days in Uma's stand. Uma's stand is a pretty nice velocity skill, very consistent, helps you avoid what is called pace down mode, and really helps you get a nice position starting from the early race. It's not so good in mild tracks for late searchers or end closers, but for other positions, it's, well, not front runners. For pace chasers, it's nice. And for longer tracks, medium and long, it's pretty much good universally. It has a good enough duration on those longer tracks, and it is very effective for a lot of Umas, at least from what we've been hearing. Uma Stan is innate on her, so as a parent, she's nice to have. She also has Super Stan, which I don't really recommend too much just because it's a little more extra cost. You don't get any extra duration, and the real reason why you want Uma Stan is just so that you avoid pace down mode. As far as she goes, Agnes Digital is a very nice racer. She has really good growth rates, pretty much on all the main stats that you want. I mean, if there's one stat you cut, it's definitely going to be guts. You have mild, medium, A. She's good for turf. She's good for dirt. So if you're like looking to fill out your team trial team, chances are Agnes Digital is probably going to help you out on that, right? She could replace and be used in a lot of different slots. As well, she's good for CMs, right? Especially for, well, dirt, I would say, but there's not a lot of dirt. Just having Uma Stan is nice. Her unique skill is also pretty cool. Increased velocity and navigation with the pure euphoria of being within breathing distance of precious waifus after passing another runner 2 times late race. I'm not too sure if that's going to like maintain its translation, but change order up and after greater or equal to. What does that condition mean? Essentially, you have to overtake another girl at least 3 times, or rather whatever the number is, since entering the late race. So after the late race, you pass 2 people, then you get boom, a speed boost, and you get some lane movement speed, which is okay. Like, it's whatever, just throw it in there, right? And it'll help her navigate around. She'll have end game velocity, and what else could you really ask for in the like post late race sort of phase of the game? When inherited, it's not too bad either, but she's not really a super desirable parent. She just really isn't, right? It's not a greatly skill, right? So when inherited, it does get kind of watered down, and it is pretty expensive, so it is what it is. That said, again, she does have Uma Stan. She has late searcher straightaways. She has medium straightaways if you want to pass that down as well. She has wet conditions. And on top of all this, because she is such a big fan of all other Umamusume, right? To the point where she's known for something that it's not like, I wouldn't say like super accurate. A lot of people kind of sort of mistranslate it or misunderstand it in their head. I would like to just call her a big Uma Stan, okay? She has very high affinity. Like, this chart, what you're looking at is the total sum of an Uma's affinity rating with all other Umas. And Agnes Digital stands at the top. Why? Because she loves everyone. She loves every single Uma. So she actually has high affinity ratings with pretty much everyone across the board. The lowest one being Manhattan Cafe. But everyone else, even Haru Urara, who traditionally has like the lowest affinity out of any Uma with anyone, she even has 21. So it's nice, right? She has the highest affinity. She has Uma Stan. She has a pretty okay unique skill, and straightaways and medium straightaways. I think she makes for a decent parent, and you know, as far as that goes, it's not a must pull for that, but if you're a fan of Agnes Digital as a racer, if you're a fan of her character, she's really goated, by the way. If you look at JBS Agnes Digital, she has a really cool, like, you think she looks funny, haha, funny, she's a fan of every horse, haha, she's a an Uma stan, if you will, right? Except if you look at her record, if Cloudflare just works for this one moment right now, as it loads, first of all, she's a spitting image of Secretariat. Second of all, she has that. She has a lot of wins. He is a really cool horse. And so the Uma is also by proxy, also very cool. So, Agnes Digital, must pull? No. Oshi pull? Yes. Racer? Good. Parent? Okay. Alright, that's basically the evaluation there. Moving forward, you have Ikuno Dictus, with a very interesting card art there. Very clean feet, alright? We have unique perk, we have her career event skill, we have her support effects. She's gonna have pretty cool stats as a guts card, okay? Training effectiveness is gonna be at a 10% at maximum break, and race bonus is gonna be at 15% at maximum break. Do I suggest you roll for Ikuno Dictus and get maximum break? No. Ikuno Dictus does not have very good skill hints. She has Hawkeye, Studious. These are vision skills. Nobody really cares. The event skill that she gives has the bigger picture. Nobody really cares. Her events do give you stamina. Like, to be fair, you are getting 60 stamina with her chain events, which is really nice. It actually is really nice because it makes it so that you don't have to really run a stamina card. That said, she is not, like, very valuable at 0 LB, and if something isn't very valuable at 0 LB, I do not suggest free-to-plays or budget players to roll for her. You need maximum break for her to be a very nice make a new track card, Mant, or the next scenario following Unity Cup, so like in 4 or 5 months. It's not good right now. Guts is still the first stat, even with the upgrade, even with the November 11th update. Guts is still the first stat that you sacrifice, because you can only max like so many stats. So I do not suggest Ikuno Dictus. It's not a must pull. It is, you know, you got some funny art and you got some cool stats for making a new track, and that's about it. That's really about it. That's definitely a skip. Definitely a skip. And if you take a look at her comparison to Haru Urara, take note that if you're looking for a guts stat card, that also has pretty decent race bonus, okay? That also has really good training effectiveness. Haru Urara actually has Ikuno Dictus beat, okay? You have 1 more speed here on guts training. You have 1 more power here on guts training. You have 3 more guts here. 4 more skill points. 3 more speed on speed training. Like, Haru Urara is a number cruncher, a number pusher, okay? She has a lot of numbers, and this is free. This card's free, so you don't need Ikuno Dictus. No one needs Ikuno Dictus. Some people would love Ikuno Dictus for make a new track, and that's about it. All right, from there, let's talk about Fine Motion. Does Fine Motion save this banner? Does it make it so that you want to pull on this? No. It is a power card. This Fine Motion is a power card. I don't know what she's teaching. It looks like she's teaching you how to eat ramen. I don't know what that has to do with power, but it's power. And if you take a look at her sort of support effects, she is sort of like a roaming power card, low specialty priority. She has 10% training effectiveness. That's okay. That's decent. But, like, friendship bonus, there's no mood effect. Having, like, 1 less stat multiplier is kind of not so great. Secondly, like, power cards are just not very good. In Unity Cup, power cards are just not very good. Anything that, like, detracts you away from wit training is not so good. Not that, like, everyone needs wit training, especially on long distance tracks. Wit training takes a hit compared to stamina, of course. but power training is just not very high in anyone's sort of priority list. Skill point bonus doesn't save it. It's just not that great of a card. You do have right-handed Fall Runner. So if you are looking for hints, right, for your front runner, for groundwork, let's say, particularly for, you know, Asahi High, Futurity Stakes, Hanshin Juvenile Phillies, or rather this CM, really, that we're doing right now. Like, this is nice. Right-handed Fall Runner, amazing, right? But it's a power card, and it's probably just a parent card at its best. Because as a stat card, it's not that great, and it's very, very mediocre. So, final verdict for all of this. Agnes Digital, pick her if you love her. She's really cool. She's a really good racer. I would say like maybe 7.5, 8 as a racer, right? As a parent, she's okay. She has some good merits, high affinity, and some pretty key like skills that to pass down. But otherwise, she's not a must pull. Absolutely, you could save on Agnes Digital. And the support card banner, definitely, like, unless you're a Giga Whale looking to min-max your make a new track sort of career, it's a skip. So, if this was helpful to you, leave a like. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And subscribe to the channel. Use code MAMBO for 10% off your gamer subs. There's nothing in here because I drank it all because it's so darn good. I will see you all on the next one.